Your children, did you bring them up completely fruit, or they also had like vegetables and nuts and seeds, etc. as well, did they?
They have nuts and seeds
Yeah.
occasionally. I think children need a higher fat diet
Okay.
than their parents. They seem a lot of raw food. Children seem to love durian and they love avocados. If my kids were eating a lot of durian and avocados, they wouldn't have such a desire for nuts or seeds. But they do, they'll eat some nuts and seeds. I give them access to vegetables if they want. Occasionally they'd have them, but not very often. It wouldn't form a major part of the diet. And often if I'd get them in, I think, well, maybe I should get some lettuce in, and it would just kind of sit in the fridge or sit on the bench, and just nobody'd eat it.
Yeah.
So not big veggie eaters. But then again, if they're getting good quality fruit, they potentially can get everything they need from fruit.
Hmm.
And when my older boy, he was about 6, and I wanted to get his B12 checked just to see what his levels were, because obviously if they were low, I would think about supplementing. But I didn't want to supplement if they were okay. So I went to see my GP and I said, could you please test my son's B12 levels? No, no, no. He said, what we'll do is we'll send you off to a government nutritionist. So I went to see her and I thought, well, this will be interesting. So she gave me a diary and I had to write down everything he ate, everything he drank for 2 weeks. And I thought, well, they're going to say there's no B12 in this, but what will they say about the rest of the diet? Because, even some people that are on raw diets say that you can't bring up a child on a raw vegan diet. They won't get what they need. So this was a government nutritionist, and the report came back. I still got the report, and it said basically, apart from B12, which is obviously negligible according to their standards of what's in food, no B12. Everything else was within required daily amounts, apart from calcium, which was 70%. But everything else was fine, and I thought, well, that's amazing. That this is from the government, and they're basically saying, yes, because you're giving your child such a wide range of fruits, and he was having some nuts, that everything's fine. And with the calcium, he's never had a cavity, my older boy. His bones are great. So obviously he was getting enough calcium, and vegans do need less calcium anyway, because if you're on a acid forming diet, you need more calcium, because the calcium's buffered out to correct the acidity. So yeah, so that's just a good reference point to say, well, I did go and see a nutritionist, and she said his diet was good.
Okay. Awesome.